Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hafidz and today and this is my Pechakuca presentation. Today I'm gonna tell you about a Pechakuca about Singapore. Now, first things first, what we're gonna talk about Singapore is about its flag. The flag of Singapore, the red part on the flag of Singapore stands for universal brotherhood and equality of man, while white symbolize pervading and everlasting purity and virtue. The crescent moon represents a young nation on the ascendant, and the 5 stars depict the Singapore's ideals of democracy, peace, progress, justice, and equality. Next, we're gonna tell you the government. The government of Singapore is unitary parliamentary republic or constitutional monarchy. Okay. About government, I don't really know actually what kind of government they use. Next.
It's republic,
yeah, it's a republic nation, and this monarchy system. Okay.
Sometimes Singapore still using bahasa.
They use 4 kinds of language. Okay. Next, after government, we're gonna see about how their currency is. One Singapore dollars equals to one. How say this? Wait. Oh. What the? No, not 1 million, 1,000.
Okay.
Point. What the hell?
1,000.
That's 1,000. Too fast. Go. They have to repeat.
If you just move the pointer there. Click.
One Singapore dollars equals 1,800 Indonesian rupiah. Around that. Okay, next. For their current president, his name is Tharman Shanmugaratnam. The Tharman Shanmugaratnam was born on 25 February 1957.
In India. It's like Indian.
No, I think he's well, I'll explain that later. To precise, he's born I think on Singapore, and he's a Singaporean politician and economist who has been serving as the 9th president of Singapore since 2023, last year. Okay, next we're gonna look at the Singapore's national dish called Hainanese chicken rice. Hainanese chicken rice is a dish of poached chicken and seasoned rice, served with chili sauce and usually with cucumber garnish. It was created by immigrants from Hainan in southern China and adapted from the Hainanese dish wenchang chicken. It is widely considered one of the national dishes of Singapore, and is most commonly associated with Singaporean cuisine, being widely available in most food courts and hawker centers around the country. Variants of dish can also be seen throughout Southeast Asia, particularly in Malaysia, Thailand, and China, where it remains a culinary staple. Okay. Now we're gonna look at their attraction. One of the most popular attraction in Singapore is called Gardens by the Bay. The Gardens by the Bay is a nature park spanning around 101 hectares in the central region of Singapore. The park consists of three waterfront gardens. By the first one is the Bay South Garden. Yeah, the Bay East Garden and the Bay Central Garden. The largest of the garden is the Bay South Garden at 54 hectares, designed by Grant Associates. Its flower dome is the largest glass greenhouse in the world. Okay. Uh, for the question, Mr. said about whether is the president Indian. Well, the culture of Singapore, they are multiracial, cultural, and multi-religious culture. The people of Singapore are made of Chinese, Malay, Indian, and various other ethnicities. A cultural heritage is what makes Singapore a congregation of different cultures coexisting in one congenial space. Cultural heritage is an important part of Singaporeans' identity. That's why the president of Singapore is kind of like Indian, because he's maybe a kind of Indian race in the Singapore country. And their language consists of four kinds: the Malay, Chinese, English, and Tamil. But as far as I have explored their country, visit there, most of the time I've only heard they talk in English, because maybe they have many tourists. Okay, for the population, Singapore government estimates it at 5.64 million on June 2022. According to 2020 census data, of the 4 million citizens and permanent residents, 31.1% are Buddhist, 20% identify as having no religion, yes, atheists, 18.9% are Christian, and 15.6% are Muslim, and the other one are 8.8% are Taoist, and the last 5% Hindu. Okay. The last one, after the population is, I'm gonna talk about their national animal. But before I go into that, we know that their Singapore symbol is a lion, but their national animal is actually a Javan myna. Although their iconic symbol is a lion, but there aren't any natural habitat lion live there actually. And most of the time you will see a bird called Javan mane on the streets or on the garden or everywhere, anywhere else when you explore Singapore. So their national animal is actually Javan mane, a bird. How many is that? How many? Yeah. Now the last thing I'm gonna talk about about their country is their capital city, and the capital city of Singapore is actually Singapore itself, because uh, Singapore is its own island, a country, and well, uh, its country is consists the name it's it's a small country, and all of it is actually they don't have any cities inside of their country except for Singapore. That that's all from me. Thank you for listening my Pechakuca, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.